No, I just hit escape to try and get out of the... Now people won't see me apply my...
Ointment.
No, it's just chapstick.
Herpes ointment. He's in love with.
It's genital herpes.
Yeah. You gotta do mouth to dick first. I learned that the hard way.
That's how I got this up here.
Uh-oh.
I don't know why I was putting it up here if I didn't have it up here already, but...
We gotta get this shit out of the way before we hit record.
That's how I got my cold sores. It's from my genital herpes.
Yeah, I kissed myself on the dick. Plumply.
Look at the flick of that wrist. Kissing myself on the dick. That's so stupid.
Let's start over the video. I don't want to...
No, that's staying.
Put myself out there doing that. Yeah, you're right. Good
now
bit.
nobody's going to hear your bagpipe thing.
That's fine. That wasn't my bit anyway. You can
I know.
That was somebody else's stand-up.
There was still some good shit in there.
I'll tell Lukas about it next week. He'll really like that, too.
Yeah, he would.
Bagpipe 9/11? It's perfect. Bagpipes 9/11 wasn't actually 9/11. It was... what was that day where nobody died?
The day nobody died.
So,
they're singing whatever they fuck they want.
Mr. American Pie. It's just the opposite of American Pie.
So Eiffel Tower?
Put the Ford to the metal, but the metal was fine. Them gay old men, gay young men, drinking vodka and juice.
Gin and juice.
Singing this'll be the day no one dies.
I'm still trying to think how we should start this bitch.
Yeah, we could rap about it. They did that in the movie.
I already did the best rap possible.
That's true.
Look at me, look at my dick.
The kiss is the ad-lib.
Mwah.
Chef's kiss on the kiss.
Mwah.
I was thinking about it earlier. I couldn't come up with anything, though. Could do a job interview.
No. Lukas is always our interviewer. We can't do that.
Yeah.
I think they need to die. I think we need to kill off Lukas.
We have to kill our friends.
Yeah.
Okay. So do we open it up like they're already dead, or do we like witness somebody dying so they can't, but they're far away so they can't talk into the mic? Lukas, what are you up to today? Lukas, put down that gun! He's firing into a crowd. Somebody stop him. Suicide by cop.
I was just thinking they were already dead, and we're like,
and we open up.
I can't believe.
We're gonna open up crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's
I can't believe we lost Lukas on the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, this is the day my music died. My muse-ish.
I think we should do Eiffel Tower. Let's do it.
You want to do Eiffel Tower now?
Yep.
Now that I've spent so much time off of the subject?
Yep.
Oh, man. That's a good idea.
All right, Eiffel Tower it is.
Eiffel Tower.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Do we need a sound test? Because I didn't really do one, technically.
The day the music lied.
Belay. Oh, shit. Show me your dick. It's Captain Falcon. Show me your moves. Show me your cock.
Falco dick.
I remember, I can't say it. We're on video recording. Remind me about Captain Falcon after we're done recording. It's Brock Ellison and I had a good laugh about it back like 10 years ago.
I think I know this, actually.
You might know it.
I know it.
Oh.
This sound check looks good.
Yeah. Boys.
Yeah. We'll pause there. Don't just say boys.
Yeah, I stole that too.
We don't even need this up. Like, we could just watch the audio file so we don't have to see ourselves.
That would be great. I don't want to look at myself.
But then what if you get, like, a skew? Like, what if you get too far over there?
It's probably going to happen if I'm looking at myself or not. I kind of visualize myself. That's like my version of body dysmorphia. Is I don't see myself close to anybody.
And you're like, hey.
In like a meta sense. So yeah, when I see myself apart from something, like this is so natural to me. I feel like I'm finally in my own skin. Oh God, I'm fat. And now,
interesting.
Yeah, that's my body dysmorphia.
Okay. We ready? Yeah, we're gonna cry.
I can't cry on command.
You don't actually have to shed a tear. Yeah, that's
okay.
good.
I can do something like that. I thought we were doing Eiffel Tower though.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, and we're sad
crying
that he
about
fell
them
off.
dying. Yeah.
Lucas fell off the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
And we'll make up a reason as for why.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. I don't need to say that. But that would help for you. So don't make any stupid noises.
I would.
1, 2, 3. Play. I can't believe he's gone.
In such a stupid way.
Why? Why would Lukas go to the Eiffel Tower?
He hates French people.
He hates him so much. Why did he think that Alex would like this prank on the Eiffel Tower?
He tried to jump on her back like a spider monkey. She said, "Get off."
She bucked him and he fell off the top of
Bucked him like some sort of four-legged creature you'd find in a barn, probably.
Yeah.
A donkey or a mule.
maybe even a llama.
No, or like a horse.
Alpaca.
Yeah, that's closer.
But and then he fell.
A dromedary.
A dromedary. Yeah, he fell.
He fell off the Eiffel Tower.
Well, he actually did pretty good because he like skated it a while because it like angles out.
Yeah.
And he was
got
like
it for a minute, and he looked sick as hell. But then he face planted the most
But-
gnar you could ever face.
because he didn't tie his shoes. So as he was grinding down the Eiffel Tower, he tripped and he died.
Yeah, he almost had a perfect 10 landing. That shoelace thing cost him a point.
$1 million.
Yeah, and his life.
And then Devon.
He's been dead from the asbestos back in October.
Devon. We miss you.
Yeah. Our favorite ghost.
Just weeping the whole episode.
2 hours. Get ready.
Two
for
brothers.
2 brothers
What?
crying in harmony.
Guys, it's just me and Seth. Don't get your hopes up.
They're still alive.
There's no gas. They are still alive too.
Don't get your hopes up. They're not actually
They're
dead.
not dead. And don't get your hopes up. They're not showing up. We were going to have an episode where we had all 4 of us again, not under the same roof, like No Holds Barred, but Devon was like, oh, I got to be on for this. And he was like,
Yeah.
he sold his computer and his microphones and everything like that to be able to live.
Yeah.
He took that priority over recording. And so he has to join Lukas. But Lukas is on a boys' trip.
Lucas.
Nice. Him and his boys are going out to a cabin out on like Puget Sound in Seattle.
I thought that was a family trip.
No, it's a boy trip.
That's way cooler.
Yeah, Alex told us that it's him and his bros just chilling out in the Puget Sound, I think.
That's so sick, man.
But he has no reception or anything, so he couldn't join us. He didn't even watch the movie. But Devon did, so he gave us a rating and a quote and what he thought about it. So
Yeah.
I've got at least his things that we can bring up later, but it's Seth and I.
Yep.
The 2 idiots.
The good, the bad, and we're missing the movies.
That's true.
Yeah.
The movies.
And the Devon. The good, the bad, the movies,
And the asbestos.
The asbestos.
Because he's a cancer to all of us on here.
Easy. What the hell? What's wrong with you?
Are you the cancer?
I would be the Cancer. I mean, both, like, literally being born in the summer, in July.
I'm a Taurus.
You're a Taurus? That makes
Yeah.
sense. I can see that.
Does it? I don't follow that shit at all. I
don't either.
think it's supposed to mean I'm like stubborn and
You very much so you are, but I don't believe any of that stuff except for when it comes to mine because it says I'm funny. Like cancers are naturally super funny, so I like follow it to a T.
cancer is so funny.
So funny.
They probably should have thought about that.
Yeah, maybe.
Cancer and fun? No, not.
Not
But
funny at all.
we watched a movie,
Movie.
and so I've got some questions for you guys. First off, do you like? And this can be. I'll throw in some of our previous ones. Do you like monster horror films, like ones that we've done, like the Velocipaster or Zombievers?
You did Zombievers on here?
Or
Nice.
Birdemic. Do you enjoy those kind of things?
You talking to me or the audience?
You.
Let's leave a little space for them to answer right now.
Wow.
That was my favorite part too, yeah.
Crazy how
We're gonna do this whole
heated
episode
everybody
like
got.
Dora the Explorer. I do like those movies though, yeah. Zombievers is a classic.
Tell me, do you like these movies?
Wow!
So you do like them. I know you loved Zombievers when we watched it.
Yeah.
Yeah. My other question for you is, do you like Tina from Napoleon Dynamite?
Yes.
The fat lard.
Yeah.
Good. Well,
She wouldn't eat her dinner.
How about you guys, listeners? Do you like Tina from Napoleon Dynamite? I can't hear you. Let's get one more. That's better.
We got good fans.
Yeah. Well, if you answered yes to liking monster horror films or Tina from Napoleon Dynamite, you've come to the right place. This is the good, the bad, and the llamas.
Whoa.
And this week,
Lucas is so mad.
Lucas is
right
saying
now.
"fuck you" somewhere right now.
Yeah.
He sensed it in his soul.
Yeah.
God damn you, Brandon.
They say when you sneeze, it means somebody was mentioning the good, the bad, and the movies without saying movies.
That's why you sneeze.
Yeah. Your ears are tingling, whatever. One of those old wives' tales.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been saying that for centuries.
Yeah.
But if you answered yes to either of those, you've come to the right place, because this week we watched a 2015 film called Llamageddon. And I found this when we had watched Velocipastors back in February of 2022, me, Lukas, and Devon all together. It's on Amazon Prime if you want to watch it, or rent it if you don't have Prime. And there's just a lineup of just trashy horror monster films.
Yeah. Except for Spaghetti Man. That movie slaps.
Like wet spaghetti.
Yeah. Right against the fridge so you can see if it's done cooking. If it sticks.
Is that what you do at work?
No, I don't do that. We don't have pasta at work. But that was what we did growing up. My dad would throw it at the fridge and if it sticks, it's ready. So he'd let us throw the spaghetti.
What a weird... That's an old wives' tale.
That's an old wives' tale. It's an old wives' technique. Yeah, and my dad had mastered it.
Old wife getting some tail.
Yeah, I did that. I did that cooking with when I still lived with Armando, and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" It's like, "Well, I got to see if it's them cooking." He goes, "What are you, 8 years old?" He roasted me.
In the oven?
Yeah,
Like a zucchini.
like charred.
Damn.
Put me in at 600 for
That's why
15
you look so
minutes.
Cuban right now.
I do look very Cuban.
Guys, tune into the video at any fucking time.
We're not gonna know timestamps this week.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a video that's going, but because
Yeah.
there's nobody on the other end, we don't have to look at ourselves while we do this.
And I don't know if it says the time stamp on the photo booth.
It does.
Okay, yeah.
But for Seth's birthday, we did get him his Cuban hat that he has been requesting.
I have.
And a record that he's never had before.
No. Yes, sorry. That's my first time.
Alicia Bridges. Mm-hmm. Out of the nightlife.
Oh my god, that came out.
Got to boogie.
It was on at work organically. Anytime I hear it out in the wild, and somebody else has put it on and it's not me, I get so happy.
Oh yeah, I know.
It's one of the few pleasures I have in life still that's so consistent, you know?
Is reminiscing back on when we would shower together.
Yeah.
And jam to that.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
Treasure it forever.
That, Pink Matter coming on, Lost. Pretty much just Frank Ocean. Anything from Channel Orange.
And Alicia Bridges. But that is that. We've got some beers. We're just drinking a shit ton of leftovers. I still got all those Coors from my baby shower. And then we've got one of each. The Elysian Space Dust from Alien.
Oh, was it from
No.
Alien? I think it was the week before.
That was from Alien. Elysian Space Dust was.
It was, okay.
And the Neptune Brewing Company was from Space Chimps 2.
Okay.
So Seth's got all three. He's got a lineup. I've got just one beer because I've
Drink like a god.
been doing my overnights and I got done with them, but my sleep schedule's still all fucked and I gotta work tomorrow and I'm trying to get back into the normal sleep schedule, so I'm just gonna drink one so I don't feel all weird.
Cringy.
Pop the bitch. Oh,
Sorry, I almost spilled it.
gonna love all those noises on that. But
Yeah.
that's our beers. It's nothing new, and so we can get into the movie. Our director today And I really wanted Lukas on here for some of my facts and for this because he was going to laugh so much.
Does he love stuff like this?
Stupid shit. Yeah. But my director...
loves stupid shit.
I wrote so many scripts during my overnights, too, because there weren't patients to have to worry about. But
yeah, the
director is How We Doing.
How We Doing.
How We Doing.
Doing spelled...
And I read Dewin.
Okay.
QQQ. XQ. The Dewin is silent.
Yeah.
The QQQXQ is the doing
also
part.
Silent.
And I read that name, I was like, God damn it, how we doing? When you read the credits of the movie, it seems like every name is made up.
I think at least half of them are.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, how we doing? What he has directed up to this point, he's done Llamageddon.
This is the part where you guys at home mention all the other movies.
No, that's it. That's all he's done. It's just Llamageddon. This is his pride and joy.
And on a high note, he pretty much made the perfect movie. Yep. He thought he didn't need to do it again.
But he also wrote it with James Earl Cox III.
Ooh, he wrote it too.
And they have the same filmography of writing. Mm-hmm. They've done a movie called Desert Night.
Oh, they have written other things.
Yes.
Okay.
Night with a K. Desert Night.
Nice.
Nice
with a K.
No. They've done Bundle Kit.
Good.
Kit with a K. 2 T's.
Like Eartha.
Who's Eartha?
Eartha Kit?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she's like a pilot or something.
Maybe.
I don't know. I feel Lukas is going to know me.
Yeah, he's going to be so pissed.
Yeah. What about Big Bertha Kit? And it's like a gun.
What about Gertha Kit? It's just somebody with a huge fat dong.
That'd be pretty good. It's when you have to assemble, though. It comes in a little box.
You got to put it together? Your huge dong?
Yeah, it's a kit.
Oh, I guess that's true. You're right.
Eartha Kitt. She was a singer.
Was she also a pilot? Please tell me she was a pilot.
An actress for her highly distinctive singing style in her 1953 recordings of Chez Si Bon and the Christmas novelty song Santa Baby.
Oh, she sang Santa Baby.
Well, she did recordings of it, so I don't know if she wrote it. Relationships. Who did you fuck, Eartha Kitt? I mean, Pierce in Community on an airplane. Eartha Kitt dating history.
So that's Eartha Kitt.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you all know that now. But that's all that they've written is just Bundle Kit, Eartha Kitt, and Desert Night.
I guess she was the first one. I just don't think she wrote it. Interesting.
Nice.
Eartha Kitt. What the hell?
But that's director and writer, so chop chop. We're doing the cast now. The cast of all the made up names. The made up names. You got the top build in this movie was Louis the Llama. Lou. You said that when you saw.
I was so excited.
Lou
Llama. He's gonna come down here.
I know. Louis the Llama. Then you got Pinky Brainwise.
Was that the other llama?
That was Mel.
That was Mel? That's
Yeah.
not her name. Her name isn't Pinky Brainwise.
You've got James Earl Cox III, writer of this.
That might be his real name.
He played Floyd.
Yeah, I remember that.
You got L. Lean Burnside.
No way.
You got E.B. Buxner.
Maybe.
2 X's in the last name.
No, not a real name.
You got Jordan Thornsberg.
Okay, I could see that.
Probably.
That makes some sense.
Not Amanda, just Manda Mextroff.
Maybe.
No, Manda.
Yeah, maybe Mextroff.
You've got Gooch Jesco III.
That one's real.
There's no...
Hands down.
There is no way.
Are you saying you don't believe there's a line of people out there that kept naming their sons Gooch, and he's the third of them?
I'm 100%. My mom told me that she would much rather hear me say the word taint in public than Gooch.
Gooch is worse than taint?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Now she's heard me say it on a podcast.
Yeah. So, Is it worse to imagine a taint ripping or a gooch ripping?
Well, then I just brought up perineum, which is the scientific term for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Parabellum.
But, like, I think when I was looking it up, one of them is specific to man and one of them is specific to female. Like, men have a taint and women have a gooch or something, or vice versa.
Interesting. That's a weird kind of body part to gender.
Yeah.
Assign gender to. That's kind of funny.
Yeah, how would you say it in Spanish? There has to be gender assignments then.
Gucho. Musto gucho.
Or gucha.
Gucha is the female.
But what if it were taint? Tainto and taint.
I think so, yeah. I think that's right.
You think so?
Oh.
And then the last actor is Howie Doing. I don't know who he played.
We'd have to Google him, I guess?
No, I could just find it on IMDb.
Oh, okay.
I'm just going to look up Llamageddon real quick. Guesses on who he played? I bet he played the dad.
I was guessing dad. I'm also going to guess... Oh, man, who else was funny in that? I'm going to guess the stoner guy that stared directly into the camera.
He played Rob.
Who's Rob?
Who the fuck was Rob?
I don't have any pictures.
Nope. Oh, you've also got Danny Ambassa.
Yeah.
Who played Dan. That guy fucks.
The man.
And Chet Stedman. You got Mama Lori, who played Mima. And you got Papa Don, who played Pep Pep. You've just got... Oh, and the mom, just played by Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
That was...
No last name.
There was no... Oh my god, the doctor's name? Jay Aline Doin. The scientist's name, Algin Doin.
These guys aren't real.
The pilot, Carter Fairfax. Kiki Lang as party girl number 2. I don't know. It doesn't say who Rob is. And it doesn't have a picture.
It's impossible to tell.
Who the fuck is this man? Well,
Santa baby.
I'm gonna guess that he's the dad.
You're gonna guess that he's the dad.
Yeah.
I don't feel like the dad would have a name though.
Why not?
I don't know.
I guess that's true because the mom's was just mom.
Yeah. I am choosing to believe he was the stoner in the weird John Lennon glasses.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Actually, he probably wasn't the dad, knowing more about it. I'll go with yours.
He co-wrote with a guy that's like 40 years younger than him.
Yeah. And then a plot for you about Llamageddon. A killer llama from outer space crash lands on Earth and brings death and destruction to everyone in its path.
Woo!
Every time a bell rings.
The llama gets its wings.
Every time a killer llama from outer space crash lands on Earth and brings death and destruction to everyone in its path.
That's true.
Is that true, Dan? It's better now that we've seen it.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know if that's true.
I feel like it's worse now that we've seen it.
I was upset that there wasn't actually the line, "Did you marry me for my treasure, Dan?" though.
Oh yeah, that was more from the other video.
But that's that. And then history, I've got no history. I didn't think you would expect me to have history on this kind of thing.
I win.
So we're gonna move on.
Okay.
There was like nothing on IMDb either. I had to find interviews with Howie Doing.
How we doing?
But it was just transcripts of the interview, not videos. So I couldn't still figure out what he looks like. How we doing? Climb down the chimney top for me.
You know the words to that song?
I don't know. I think I just kind of made that up.
That was good.
But I do have a budget. Like, crazy enough, I have a budget.
Like a real budget?
Like a real budget.
I'm not being fooled again?
No, there's 100% a real budget.
Pulling the llama wool over my eyes?
Ooh.
Yeah. Man. 600,000.
Okay. The winner today is Seth. Woo! It's 3,000.
Wow.
$3,000.
Incredible.
Now, this did not go to theaters, so I don't have nothing like that.
No box office.
No box office.
Flop.
No flops office.
I would imagine it's made its money, though, being on Amazon.
Yeah, totally.
For 3,000.
Yeah. It's weird that Prime has like all of these just random horror monster movies on there. Just a lineup of them. But yeah, $3,000. Don't know what it made, but I do have a tagline for you. Right in the middle of the page.
Should watch Bad Ben. A woolly terror from space. All right. Bad.
Like, it's okay.
Yeah. No.
Woolly mammoth from space.
Okay, now that's a tagline. I get it. I know what I'm getting into.
A woolly mammoth destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Taglines of our own?
Yeah. No. Yeah.
I've got a good one.
Armageddon tired of all these llamas around
That's
here.
pretty good.
Yeah, is that yours? Did I steal it?
No, mine was going to be Llamageddon.
Oh, that's good. Llamageddon is really good. Llamageddon.
Fuck the cat, the Harvard Llamageddon.
That's too many things at once.
I just watched Good Will Hunting, so that Boston accent is ingrained in my head.
That's awesome. My chef has been saying that at work. Not that exactly, but he's...
I was going to say, your chef has been saying Park the cat, the Harvard Llamageddon.
He might as well have been, because he's got an eidetic memory, so all he does is quote movies to me that I've, like, never heard of. And he's seen, like, every movie.
Like so Titanic.
Yeah, he can run the whole thing through his head. He can
No,
quote
you've
every
never
part
heard of
it.
that.
I've heard of Titanic. I've seen it. But yeah, he's been doing a Boston accent. He's like, I can do some accents pretty well, but Boston I don't have. It seems so difficult. So he's just been doing, it's not that bad. He's like, keeps doing that to like work himself into
Sounds
it.
like a Mark Wahlberg and Ted kind of thing.
That's what he's thinking about. The Departed in his head when he does it. It's not that bad. I can't do it.
You just got to leave off the "ah" on every single thing you say.
Yeah, but you sound like somebody's aunt from Boston. You don't sound like Matt Damon in Good Will Hunting.
No, of course
you sound
not.
like his mother that abandoned him.
Go and visit my Auntie Sally.
Yeah, that's who you are. Going to the farmer's market.
I'll go to the fucking farmer's market.
He would. At the Harvard Yard.
What other at the Harvard Yard? So those are some good ones. Park the cat at the Harvard Llamageddon.
Mm-hmm. The Llamageddon.
Llamageddon.
Madison Square Llamageddon.
Ooh, what did you say? Yours was actually a good one.
I'm Armageddon tired of all these llamas around here. I don't know if it was actually a good one, quote unquote.
Hot tub slime machine.
Perfect. We've done it. We've reached new heights.
Trailer. Watch out.
Mm.
Good punchline.
That's good, yeah.
I like yours the best.
I've made a couple Armageddon puns in my life before.
Is that a recycled one?
Not the llama one specifically, no, but...
I'm getting tired of all these llamas around.
Yeah, or like Armageddon out of here.
Oh!
Cost me an arm and a geddon.
Oh!
Yeah. Or if like a guy's missing his limb and he goes to the Armageddon store.
I was going to say, this is more horse related, but Armageddon up.
Oh, that's good though. You could giddy up a llama.
Yeah.
For sure. You could kick any animal.
Armageddon up.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. It's perfect, I think.
So we've each got a good one.
Yeah. And we don't have to kick anybody.
No, we just have to kiss.
Sorry, burp.
Well, Devon did say that we have to make up for it for him not being on and just kiss a bunch.
Yeah, but he also said we have to... I guess we're recording it. Kiss a bunch of times.
And so with that, that's taglines. How about facts? Llama facts. Pajama facts. Obama facts.
Bananas and pajamas facts.
No more monkeys jumping on the bed facts.
You ever watch Bananas and Pajamas?
No, what is that?
There's a show my sister used to love. It's not animated. We would rent it from the movie gallery.
Ugh.
And it's like dudes in costumes, banana costumes, that are in pajamas as well.
Ugh.
And they're like in the boy in striped pajamas looking back on it, which always makes me laugh. Because I'm like, remember that show? And then I'm like, why were they dressed like that?
They're dressed like a prisoner in Auschwitz?
It was like a Bert and Ernie thing, but like the bananas were indistinguishable. I don't remember, man. We might have to watch that. I don't think they were in Auschwitz, no. But they...
I hope they weren't in Auschwitz.
No, they lived in like a studio apartment with like the two of them. And I think they found...
How could they afford that?
You think bananas don't have jobs?
Yeah.
I assume it's a disability to be a banana man.
It's true.
So you get like welfare checks of sorts.
Probably.
Of jorts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they wore jean shorts too.
Did they?
Yeah. I don't know if they ever took the pajamas off, but I remember one time there was a fairy ring. It was the first time I ever saw that, where, you know, you see it in nature where there's like a circle of mushrooms or like a natural circle that forms. And you're like, oh, this is where fairies come and are summoned or some shit. I have no idea what they mean. but it was on Bananas and Pajamas, and they were like, "Oh my god, look at the fucking, look at the little guys!" And they're like, "Hello, bananas."
Do you think if the bananas took off their pajamas and then they showed their dongs, it would be a smaller banana?
I think yes. I wonder if the writers thought about it. I would like to think so myself.
I would.
That's my personal.
I would
reality.
very like to think that they, or I'm almost sure they didn't think about the dicks on the bananas underneath the pajamas. But
Brandon, think about it. We're grown men.
okay,
If we wrote a kid show, like or produced it hypothetically, we would be cracking jokes about that nonstop. You know what I mean?
maybe that's why we shouldn't be writing a kids show. Our minds are not meant for kids shows.
No, but I'm saying like a good percentage of the people that work on them, whether they're like us or not, they're gonna be thinking like, what do you think their penises look like? Like universally.
Yeah.
Like, in the universe, what do you think the banana penis is? Another banana? Or like a human
I
cock?
mean, it's never not funny.
No, it's never not funny to dream of what a banana's penis would look like. I'm just saying that pretty much any kid show that's ever been worked on, I guarantee you a couple staffers are on there thinking some dirty, sick things. So there's probably somebody that worked on that show that has a rough idea of what the banana's
It'd
penis
be so
looked
funny
like.
if it was a human cock.
We
And
should interview them.
And it was just like, this one's a white dick, and then this banana has a black dick, and then this one has an Asian dick, and
That would be funny. They're all the same color banana, but they got different dicks.
no, they're all different colors.
Oh, the banana different colors?
Yeah. No, the dicks are. The bananas are the same
That's
color.
what I'm saying. We're all the same. We're all the same, guys. We're all equals. And then
Aside
they
from their
take their
dick.
pants off, and they're like, whoa.
Well, immediately becomes a race war.
Yeah, why did you get the black penis? Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So that's a good fact.
Yeah. So what are we calling this?
I don't know. What else happened in the movie? Laser facts?
I introduced you to something you'd never heard of, and you were like, what do you think their penises looked like?
You're right. I should write for a kid's show.
Yeah. We probably did Factageddon with Armageddon.
We
right?
probably did.
Yeah.
Llama facts.
That's so
It's so
lame,
boring, yeah. Lama facts.
Ooh, now you've got me.
Lama facts in bad.
That's not bad. It's kind of like poking fun at ourselves and like a lazy way to make up for just saying llama facts.
Laser facts.
Ooh! That's it.
I think Lama facts, actually, I kind of like it.
I do too.
Alright, Lama facts.
Look at that. Ooh.
Ooh!
Excited.
Alright, guys, get ready. Get ready. Here comes the fucking 5-second pause! I hope you motherfuckers like that 5-second pause. Let's get into these Lama facts.
Tell you something that you might like to hear.
I'm gonna eat your ass.
I'm gonna eat you. When did we do that?
I don't know when we did that, but I have that sound clip now, so.
Yeah, that's right. I'm fucking stupid.
I also
I
have
love being stupid.
I also have another Audacity file. It's not short like that one was, like 8 seconds. It's like 2 minutes. But it's on my external hard drive. It's just titled Comet Wants Some Head. And it's just you. It's just you going off about how Comet wanted head.
It's just me?
Pretty much.
I went 2 minutes.
You're like, hey girl, you got a big head. My pants are off. Why's my dick not being sucked? I heard you got the best head in the galaxy. Now come and give it to me. My name's fucking Comet.
What's wrong with me? That must have been for Space Chimps too.
Obviously, there's no other moment where Kilowatt's sucking a dick. If it's not, except maybe banana jammas.
That's true. Bananas in pajamas. Get it right. I'm going to tell my sister what you said about them.
Do it,
Hey,
I dare you.
friend of the podcast.
Oh yeah, guest on the podcast.
Guest and friend.
So my first Lama fact for you today is that director Howie Doohan was a grad student at this time in 2015. So that's probably why he isn't the older guy.
Yeah.
But there's still a chance that he was a grad student and older. But he was a grad student at this time and received funding, the $3,000 for this film, through a grant from a professor at the university he was attending.
Interesting. Does it say what university?
No, I tried digging for it and I couldn't find it.
I wonder what his real name is, if he's gone on to do anything of note, or if he's still working towards it.
Could you imagine this is Christopher Nolan?
A grad student in 2015?
Yeah.
That would be pretty good.
He made Memento in 2003, so 12 years younger, and he was just...
I need to go to school.
This isn't good enough. I need to graduate. But yeah, a little $3,000 grant.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Next. And this, we caught this later on. I forgot about this note because I said I wrote so many scripts already. But we caught this later on in the film. As a running gag, Dan's shirt changes inexplicably throughout the entire film for a total of 23 shirt changes.
23?
An average of one shirt change every 3 minutes.
That's so funny, man.
Because there was the once I was like, wait a minute, wasn't he wearing a different shirt?
I only saw it the once, and then like I noticed a couple different shirts, but they also kept getting dirty, so I thought he was changing them because it was like he got vomit and blood.
The one was covered in blood, and then I was like, wait a minute,
So
this one's not covered in blood anymore.
Yeah, you did notice that. And I figured it was just like a continuity thing.
But then when he started wearing the Star Trek
that one was
the
so
Spock
funny.
shirt, we're like,
Hilarious.
wait a minute.
That was the funniest part of the movie. That's the funniest thing I've seen in weeks on any of these movies. That's so good.
Now I'm gonna want to watch the whole movie again to just watch his
the shirts, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, we did catch that, but my next lame fact is that this movie is 69 minutes long.
That's awesome. He did that on purpose.
Deliberately, yeah, in line with the humor of the movie.
How we doing, baby? 69 minutes. Nice. With a K.
Definitely the dad then.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy sucked.
Next up is
that was the professor that gave him the grant.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Next up is that before it was available for free with an Amazon Prime subscription, it was for sale on Amazon, with the standard definition version at $1 million to rent, and the high def version at $1,000,099.
That's hilarious. Do you think anybody ever bought it as a goof?
No, there's no way anybody spent $1 million.
If I was a billionaire, I would.
Probably me too.
Yeah.
$1 billion is so much money.
Hashtag me too if I was a billionaire.
My penultimate lame fact
Ooh.
is that in an interview with Sharon Stogner at I Smell Sheep,
good names.
Director Howie Doohan stated that there were long talks about whether to use a llama or an alpaca as the titular villain of the film. He ultimately decided to go with a llama because, in quotes, he says...
Rhymes better with Armageddon.
No. In quotes, he said, at the time, we had access to a llama and not alpacas. And that made it an easy decision for me. End quote.
Yeah. And to me, that was the big difference.
What's that? We didn't have alpacas. So
I love tacking on "to me" at the end of a sentence to make it seem like it's this like profound thought that only you could have had. Yeah, to me, having a llama nearby was the easiest decision.
At my disposal.
Yeah.
To me.
Disposal, I don't know about. He probably rented it. I don't think he threw it away after it killed his friends.
Yeah, you can't rent and then throw away a movie either.
You can, but you'd go to jail or something.
Would you?
Yeah.
If you rented something from Blockbuster and then just threw it away?
Yeah.
You'd say, my garbage disposal ate it. And then be like, oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's like a dog ate my homework, but
yeah, but it's
the
your
garbage disposal ate my VHS.
Yeah. I think that you would go to jail, yeah.
Okay.
I think you'd also go to jail if your dog ate your homework.
Shit.
Yeah. You shouldn't.
It's
animal abuse.
I never use that excuse.
You never use dog ate my homework?
No.
I don't think that ever happened to me.
No, it didn't happen to me either.
Yeah.
But I know you didn't do your homework a lot.
Yeah, plenty of the time, yeah. I lost so much, what's the word I'm looking for?
Weight.
No, not weight. Care, I think is what it was. I think a dog never ate my homework, but stepped on it and like ruined it before.
Stepdog.
Yeah, what are you doing? But close to eating it, you know, like ruined by dogs. Like I'm sure Titan was excited and like drooled on some shit, or maybe he did eat it. I don't know.
Sometimes you just didn't do your homework, though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Most of the time it was that. Some of the time it wasn't that.
And then my last lame fact for you guys today is that rumors from the director and writer surfaced about a potential sequel titled Alpacalypse.
Nice.
Although the sequel has not been made to this point, writer James Earl Cox III stated that in the script, the alpacas will indeed have flying jetpacks.
That's pretty good.
It's a must.
Yeah.
That's why there's been a lot of delays, is figuring out how to get the alpacas in the jetpacks.
Yeah, figuring out how to teach them to use the jetpacks. You think they'll be at arms with the llamas? Alien versus Predator style?
Ooh, that could be good. That'd be the third one.
Yeah. I think that should be the second one. Because having like a very similar movie with a very similar animal that does basically the same thing would be kind of strange.
But what if in the end they become friends with the alpaca? The same exact movie.
Just like in Predator, when they became friends with the Predator.
Same exact movie, except jetpacks, and they become friends in the end. And then they make them fight in the third one.
I think it's a great idea.
Great idea!
Woo!
Well, that's the end of our Llama facts, so we can get into the movie.
Woo!
There's a 5-second pause. No, it's not a 5-second pause. It's Nicole Kidman time.
Woo! I've mastered that sound effect.
Do it again.
Woo! With 4 claps.
Is it 4 claps?
Every time, baby.
Woo!
You know me, I have to do things in 4s.
We come to this place for magic. We come to AMC
Just
theaters
playing
to
the
love,
fucking
to
commercial.
cry, to care. Because we need that, all of us. That indescribable feeling we get when the lights begin to dim.
Lukas would be coming in his pants right now.
No, he'd be mad.
We've never
Copping
been
out on the
before.
podcast, playing
Not
Nicole
just
Kidman.
entertained,
We make Nicole
somehow
Kidman. We
we
decide
care.
what she does.
Together.
This commercial is implying she has
Dazzling
free will,
images
Brandon.
on a huge
Could you
source.
imagine if there was like a clip where she just dies at the end, though?
That would be pretty funny. Somebody on Twitter was talking about how they should, oh my god, I'll have to watch that. There's a clip
There's a porno I showed him, folks.
Yeah, and I'm gonna watch it later. There's a clip of Tom Cruise going around Twitter. It's like, this guy's an alien. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's just sitting on the couch eating popcorn. Like, I love popcorn, movies, and popcorn, and that's the whole clip. Like, it's not even a big deal.
Yeah.
But somebody's like, they should splice this into the Nicole Kidman commercial where she's sitting down in the theater. I think it'd be kind of funny.
It's a porno, folks.
Yeah.
With Nicole Kidman.
Or Tom Cruise eats popcorn. Popcorn being the code name for my ass.
No, where Tom Cruise is being cucked.
By...
I don't know. She was by Keith Urban because they were together originally, Tom Cruise and Nicole
That's
Kidman.
right, yeah. I forgot about that.
So that would actually make the commercial a lot funnier if you put Tom Cruise
Yeah.
into Nicole Kidman's thing.
They should just like put him sneakily in the background of.
He's
of that
in the
movie
he's
shot.
in the corner of the
Just
movie
eating
theater.
popcorn, smiling,
Popcorn and
beaming like a
movies.
sociopath.
Popcorn and movies, and she's like, "This is where magic happens."
Woo!
Movie
We love you, Nicole
popcorn.
and Tom. Man.
But yeah, he's just this is a porno where he's being cucked by Keith Urban and Nicole Kidman.
The porno called Life.
Oh wow,
Don't say oh wow.
heavy stuff.
How?
Because
Because we all watch it for our own kind of immoral pleasure.
yeah,
And don't really think about it in a personal way. Mm-hmm. And it's just kind of this entity that you don't belong to, but you kind of desire to be a part of.
Wow.
In some ways.
it's heavy stuff, man.
No, not even close.
I can't believe we've opened up about this in Nicole Kidman today.
Opened up our pores about it.
This can
I am sweating.
This is gonna open up a brand new pathway to Nicole where we can explore her within our own life and our realms and give our interpretations. Almost like if we were birthed.
Yeah,
In a way.
in a way, yeah. But in another way, I don't think it's more about us discovering a new world. It's finding refuge in a world that we once forgot. So a reverse birth, if you will, where
One
we are
that's
inside of Nicole Kidman.
One that's far and away.
Some kind of galaxy.
Going into life eyes wide shut. You got this. Just name one Nicole Kidman movie. I've been dropping them in there. And then you're finally like, oh shit.
Yeah, man, she's,
A maniac.
yeah, she's the life of my pie. Is that right? Is
Was
that-
she in Life of Pi? Oh.
She was the tiger.
What? She was not in Life of Pi.
Yeah, of course not. I've never seen that.
It's
I've
a
never
good
seen
movie.
Nicole Kidman.
You have seen her. I just showed you that clip of her in the porno.
I've never seen her in a movie. Except
This-
that one scene of birth Lucas keeps sending me.
I mean, in all honesty, the hours that it would take us to have you figure out one would be difficult.
Yeah, I couldn't come up with one off the top of my head. Except for birth.
Being the Ricardos, that's what I was trying to figure out.
I don't even know what that is.
Fit being the Ricardos casually into speech. Did you know that the hours was one that I slipped in there?
No, I only heard far and away. I'm tired.
Oh, and Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah, I thought we were doing a Stanley Kubrick thing.
There's just, when you're trying to do this, quit thinking about everything else. There's a bunch of big little eyes going around and just say one.
You already did one. You slipped one in there.
Yeah.
I know you did.
Slip in being the Ricardos in there.
I'm tired.
Or Moulin Rouge.
I'm tired of talking about being the Ricardos.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Organic.
Whoa.
So,
that's crazy.
I'm proud.
Good chug. Oh, goodness. So.
Birth.
We're not talking about... Could you imagine if we did birth and Lukas wasn't here?
Dude, what a sucker punch to his pride.
Sucker punch.
Is that a Nicole Kidman movie?
I just wanted to be like, whoa!
Yeah. Sorry, I never believe you anymore. You've done this to me too many times.
Just, why? Because every time I do that, I abandon you on that cold, cold mountain that is the Nicole Kidman world?
Yes.
Do you love Cold Mountain?
Have I seen Cold Mountain?
I don't know. Probably not. You said you don't see Nicole Kidman.
I've seen something Mountain.
Good.
Or Mountain something.
Good.
But it was bad. I watched it with, what's her name? From college. Anyway.
Wait, who from college?
Alana. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
But
into the movie.
The movie starts
Too much
with,
dead air.
starts with like an animated hand-drawn llamas marching to rock music.
Yeah.
They only had one llama, so when they had to do multiple, animate.
That was sweet too.
You liked it.
Yeah. Whoever they commissioned to do the animation was awesome.
Yeah.
They probably just found something on YouTube.
Little sketches too. And the llamas are laying eggs, and then they get in their rocket ships that are horse trailers and fly off their planet. And one llama comes up to Earth, shoots an astronaut on a space station, but he also gets hit and comes crashing to Earth, surviving the crash, and exits the trailer with glowing, menacing red eyes. Red Eye Black Dragon.
Oh.
Honestly, I was a bigger fan of Red Eyes Black Dragon than Blue Eyes White Dragon.
Man, they're probably equal to me, which is still a big deal, because Blue Eyes is so powerful and cool.
And it could turn into Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon.
And I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Lately again.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the actual cards or like a video game of it?
Like a game of the cards. I wanted to play Duelist of the Roses, but it's like a PlayStation 2 exclusive. I have no idea how to play that again.
I've got a PS2 if you want to get it, and then you can play it
if we
here.
can find it at a fucking pawn shop, I'd love to.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. You ever played that?
I don't think so.
Oh! Alright, next on the agenda.
But Red Eyes Black Dragon. I love...
Oh, he was sweet, yeah.
And, it almost had like a metal body.
And Curse Dragon I love, too.
That's right.
Or Kaiser Dragon, was that his name?
Yeah. What about the Toon Dragons?
I liked Baby Dragon.
From Pegasus's lineup.
Baby Dragon was my favorite. Toon Dragons I didn't love. I didn't like any of the Toon shit.
What about the XYZ headcanon thing?
Was that original Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the second one? The GX?
No, I think
XYZ was the magnet one?
No, XYZ was like there was a head that was a cannon, and then there was like a tank which was Z. It was X cannon, Z tank, and like Y dragon, and they all morphed together to form one like giant robot cannon thing.
It sounds kind of Power Rangers-y. I'm thinking
a little bit.
I'm thinking of Catapult Turtle or whatever.
No.
Yeah, because you could fling your monster at them and do direct damage.
Damn.
It was broken. And Alpha the Magnet Warrior.
I had a full, like, all in Japanese, blue Obelisk the Tormentor card.
Oh shit, no way.
But it was beat to death.
Yeah.
Could never sell it for money, but...
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I had a Slifer. That was my favorite Egyptian god. Slifer the Sky. I don't remember if it was English or Japanese, but I remember having that card.
Ra was the worst.
He was just born. He was the best one, like the most powerful in the show anyway.
I know,
But didn't think it was cool.
No, Obelisk and Slifer were way cool.
Slifer? Hearing that word for the first time when you're like 6 years old, that's such a rush. Slifer's such a cool name.
Slifer the Sky Dragon.
Sick, dude.
Rolls off the tongue.
And Obelisk the Tormentor.
The Golden Dragon of Ra.
I don't think it was golden. I think it was Winged Dragon.
It was the Winged Dragon of Ra.
Yeah. Obelisk the Torment. I didn't even like Obelisk. Because he's just like a guy. It's huge and blue.
Fucked you up.
He did fuck you up.
You ever see the Yu-Gi-Oh movie that came out? With like the Pyramidal Light and...
Maybe. I think I watched the whole series when I was younger. I wanted to go rewatch it because of how crazy that shit is too. Like when Kaiba launches a deck of cards into space.
What?
He says, if there is intelligent life out there, I'm going to teach it how to duel.
Write that down.
It's so funny.
Oh, or like that is hilarious.
There's one, I think there's like a rape scene in the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. And Yugi finds him when he's in Pharaoh mode. Feral mode. No, he's in Pharaoh mode, and he goes, Mind Crush, and he, like, puts the guy in a coma, which he deserved it, don't get me wrong. But yeah, he's, like, assaulting a woman, he says Mind Crush, and uses psychic powers to shatter the guy's brain.
Wow.
Yeah. The Shadow Realm alone is a crazy thing.
Yeah, I remember...
If you lose this game of cards, you will be sent to a land you will never return from.
Be banished to the Shadow Realm. I remember...
Okay, Yugi!
Going to see the movie in theaters when I was younger. With, like, my cousins and my brother and my grandpa and my uncle. My grandpa and my uncle got sat next to this kid.
Oh no.
And he pooped his pants.
What?
Reeked of shit.
Like, that he didn't go change?
No.
He just sat and watched the movie.
He couldn't miss it.
Yeah, it's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Movie. In theaters.
They don't know for sure he pooped his pants, but they say he smelled like straight shit.
There's no way he didn't poop his pants. I think it's more likely.
I was like, do you think the movie experience was ruined because of that? And they're like, honestly, I didn't give a fuck about Yu-Gi-Oh! Anyway. Like I'm not there to watch. I'm just here to bring you guys, but it made it worse.
Oh, that sucks. I couldn't watch any movie with shit in my pants.
It's tough, you know?
Poor kid.
I know, but... So, glowing red eyes.
Yeah,
Red Eye Black Dragon.
Yeah.
Title card. Llamageddon. And some farmers notice the llama is in their pasture. But it's about to rain, so they don't take care of it. They think it's their neighboring farmers. And they think, you know, they're like, we're going to wait till the morning to call because of the rain. I was like, you could just call now. You don't have to do anything. It's their llama. Like...
Yeah. You don't have to... Yeah. You can just let them know.
Just call and be like, hey, your llama's over here. But they decide to wait, and the shadow of the llama starts creeping through their house at night. They startle awake, and then they die. You don't really get to see anything. They're just dead. Blood splattered against the window.
But they are dead for sure.
They are dead for sure. And you get this, like, well-dressed, cheesy man in the world's smallest helicopter. Like, hop out and he's like... Whoa, look at this scene. Oh, my God.
Yeah. He looked like a little bit like Epstein, to be honest with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But it was like...
He got back on the helicopter.
He wasn't examining the house that they were killed in. He was examining
the trailer that the llama had crash landed in.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
he said, bag them up.
Bag them up. So I think the llama dragged their dead bodies back.
No, because if they bagged them up and that was like NASA, they would have taken them to somewhere secret. But the next scene is literally the funeral for the grandparents.
That's right.
Yeah. The mom said it was a freak accident. There wasn't like an investigation of any kind?
No, there was a freak accident. Did she even explain what the accident they thought was?
No. They either had to have a hole punched out of their heart or like exploded by a laser.
Yeah.
And evaporated
the laser doesn't just pierce you.
No, it evaporates you into your blood.
Yeah.
You're disintegrated. And they either have to be one of those two options, and the mom is like, that's crazy.
Could you just imagine burying a bunch of blood?
It's so funny. It's like in a bag. Yeah. It's not even in the bag. You're just like handfuls of it.
And just
washing it off into the grave.
Putting it in the coffin.
That's really funny.
Like, let's get the $8,000 casket.
Yeah.
So that the blood doesn't seep through all the linens in there.
We're going to stain the oak so that we don't stain the oak.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I came up with that joke as I was telling it. I didn't even mean to do that.
But so yeah, he comes up, he tells him to bag him up, and there are also, oh no, doctor and scientist come up later. There's shots of a cemetery with bagpipes, but no actual funeral. It's just...
It was flat.
It was close though.
Yeah.
And you cut into a car. Some kid, this is Floyd, is very upset that his dad wasn't at the funeral.
Yep.
And he's like, where was Dad? You just get a shot of his dad just getting laid, like, mid-orgasm. Like,
Yeah. He's laying, being ridden, and the camera angle is from, like, right, the top of his face, like, right over his face.
I would say it's almost like...
Over his chin, maybe,
over
45.
his chin, so you get a little bit of up into, like, to the nose.
Yeah. And you're just going, oh... Yeah, he's just doing the Caesar noise.
He's also got the longest head.
Yeah, his head was very long. Well, I think it was the angle,
Probably
too.
the angle, but he still has a long head.
It's just so gross, because that thing where people, their mouths are open, but there's still a string of saliva connecting your teeth, that disgusts me. Don't try to do it. Anyway.
But
Gross
yeah,
guy.
so that's why he's not there. He's getting laid and orgasming. And the dead people were the mom's parents. This is Lucy, the mom.
Hold on, Lucy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And so
she's afraid of commitment.
And so it's the grandparents of Floyd and his sister, Mel. we were like, oh shit, Mel!
Dude, we're like actual caveman when it comes to hearing references to that movie.
I know.
If we hear the name Mel, or if a turtle's off screen somewhere, lose our damn minds.
Lou? We
Yeah.
lose our damn mind.
That's how we treat Mel too, is like
Pretty
Lou.
much, yeah.
See him, we're like, oh.
But yeah, so this is the grandparents.
The story of a girl.
And we get super close-up shots of everyone in the family right on their face as they argue about peeing their pants and wetting the bed. And
So funny.
they're in their grandparents' home.
I guess you took that quote. I wanted to do it. You should just
Oh,
do it.
yeah.
You should just do it now. But Mom!
So it was like, here's the quote. And if he wets the bed, don't make a big deal out of it, says the mom to Mel. And he goes, but Mom,
Yeah.
you said you wouldn't tell anybody.
And the editing's crazy because he's walked out of the room by this point, and then it's a snap cut to him being back in the room right up in his fucking face.
Because he was sulking away.
Yeah. So funny.
But Mel is deciding her mom's going to get out of there for some reason. I don't know where she was going.
I don't know either.
But Mel is going to throw a party. She's calling her friend Stacy and Mark,
Who are also turtles.
in her grandparents' house, and to bring booze. And her and Floyd have this little confrontation out front of the house about this is not what we should be doing. We should be respecting our grandparents. All of this audio was done in post.
Oh yeah, they dubbed over everything. You can tell the wind's blowing a little bit that day, and they didn't spend any of the $3,000 budget on mics. I wouldn't think.
No.
So all the sound that gets fucked up, they just muted and dubbed it over. You can tell with the performance and the acting too, because you can feel them like waiting for the lips to move when they're like recording it over again. They're stopping and going. It's kind of funny.
Barely off. They did a
They did a decent job. Yeah, but you can just tell there's the hesitation in their voice that like want to do the lines right.
But then you get a montage of Mel asking all of her friends to party with abrupt cuts, and then back to Floyd sulking outside as the llama's near, and then cut back to Mel asking more friends over. But all the cuts of Mel talking to her friends was like, hey, Stacy, hey, Mark, hey, Alex, hey, Sam, hey,
They cut off
Dan.
mid-name.
I know. Hey, hooray. And it's like, oh, okay. And it goes back and forth like 5 times until we get a scene of some scientists and doctors examining the rocket horse trailer. Trying to figure out what's going on here. This one scientist cracked his voice so bad.
Yeah. The fourth quadrant. The north quadrant is what he was trying to say.
Yeah, look, he's like, oh my god, well, it appears that this came from the sky from the Orion Nebula, and as it came through over the north sky, it came through the north quadrant.
This is so bad.
But,
This scene was hilarious.
they find just this ball of fur. It turns out to be an egg, as we figure out later.
Well, I told you it was an egg, like right there.
No.
I was like, look, an egg.
No.
And you're telling me you wrote down ball of fur.
They found a fur ball and think they are onto something.
No, I said, look, an egg, because they were hatching from eggs in the animation at the very beginning.
Yeah, but it didn't look like an egg. It was so furry.
They had $3,000, Brandon, and they're llamas. They have furry eggs.
Llamas don't lay eggs. Space ones do.
That is really funny, though. It's like, this is exactly what I've been waiting for my whole career.
Like, what have you been waiting for?
This egg?
And then on the screen, just in words, time lapse.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Everyone is partying, smoking some hookah, playing beer pong, not using coasters,
Not using condoms.
playing Never Have I Ever, King's Cup, chanting Drop Your Drawers. People are really into dicks in this.
Yeah. Show me your penis.
Show me.
Sir, I'm going to need you to license registration. Show me your penis.
And there was a scene where at the beer pong players are playing, one of them sinks it, and then it just cuts to the teammates playing beer pong as they just clap in each other's faces.
Well, you saw that there was the first bitch cup, they were doing that too.
Correct.
Because they were like, you have to, you hit the bitch cup, you got to drop your drawers, house rules. And they were high-fiving like kind of fast, like, oh, we got him. And then they were making fun of him on the other end when he had to drop his drawers. Yeah, way funnier.
What is the bitch cup in beer pong? Is it the middle one?
Yeah, it's the very middle one, yeah. And it's different for house rules, but the way I've played it is just that, like, it doesn't count. You can't do that one as your first one.
Oh, but
it's different for different houses or whatever. I don't know what the official rules are.
So say if it were, say your house rules or whatever, if it weren't your first one, then you can hit that one afterwards. But you cannot hit that one first.
Yeah, you can hit that. That one's it's the safest one to hit because it's the very middle. It's what you're kind of aiming for. So you have to hit one on the outer ring of it.
Okay.
But yeah, you could make the rule anything.
Do you have a penalty if somebody does the bitch cup first? Just that it doesn't count, or do they have to drop your drawers?
They're my boyfriend after that.
Shit!
It's like a punishment.
Wow.
No, I've never really played it in my house before, but I always do it at James's for any parties, and it's just like, yeah, whatever. It's just bitch cup. You just get made fun of if you do it.
You should tell him to drop your drawers the next time you go over.
I'll tell him to take his pants off if he ever makes the bitch cup again without any context.
Yeah,
he'll like that.
Just say drop your drawers, bitch cup. Drop your drawers.
Drop your drawers. Yeah. He'll like that.
He would.
Pantaloons on the floor of the saloon.
Nice.
Had to bring it back somehow.
Hot air balloon.
Woo!
And so after that, Mel is trying to get her brother Floyd laid. She's talking to Dan. Dan's got all the hookups. They're like,
Dan's the coolest guy in this movie.
What about
everybody knows that.
Sarah? What about Alex? And they're like, oh, Sam is perfect. She's a big slut, and she loves virgins.
Oh, and then he gets with Sarah anyway.
No, that was Sam.
No, in the credits it was Sarah, though.
No, Sarah was the one that blew up in the car on the way to the party.
I believe you, and I'm sure that Sam was the one he ended up hooking up with.
Uh-huh.
But Sarah, when we were looking at the IMDb, the X-ray on Amazon, Sarah was the black girl he hooks up with.
God damn it!
Down there in the credits. I'm not even kidding.
God damn it!
Yeah,
they can't make these mistakes.
There's no pictures on IMDb.
Llamageddon. Are you sure? James Earl Cox has one.
They had it in the X-ray, but on this they don't have anything.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to they're trying to set him up with Sam because, like I said, huge slut, likes virgins, and also, did you write it down as a quote? Like he likes to finish the tempo, or?
I think we should just say whatever without worrying about quotes today. Because I didn't write down a ton. But what part are we at? I'm sorry.
When she was like, right before they dance, and she was like, hey, he likes virgins, and she also likes to finish her tempo when he...
Oh, yeah.
It was like a music reference.
I think I was writing something else down. Fine tune.
Oh.
To get tuned.
She would like to get...
Before she leaves. Mm-hmm. So she wants to, like, steal his virginity, make sure that they're both good at sex with each other specifically.
And that they both come.
Yeah. And then...
And so as they say this little music pun, you get this smooth saxophone jazz music plays.
Oh, this is my favorite scene in the movie.
Mel and Dan just kind of...
They just start grooving.
Just vibe. They dance.
I specifically at this point was like, Brandon, write this down in very specific detail.
I put smooth saxophone jazz music plays as Mel and this dude just dance and vibe in slow-mo.
The slow-mo was awesome, too.
Slow-mo was great. And the slow-mo pans to like a bunch of different people throughout the party, too. But as it starts to get back, this dude at the beer pong is crying because his girl did something with
She took her pants off at this point.
She did, and she's like wiggling her ass. And she was
Yeah.
like, hey, remember the last time we were pantsless?
Yeah, that's the other guy had sat across from the table.
Because he had to drop his drawers earlier.
Remember the last time we both dropped our drawers in the same room? That might be the worst thing to say. What a non-sexy
I
thing
think
to
he
say
said
to somebody.
Drawerless.
Drawerless? That
Remember
might
the
have
last
been
time
it,
we were
too. That's which
drawerless
is even
in the
worse.
same room? And she
Horrible.
was like, oh, yeah. And he was like, wait, what the hell? Why were you drawerless? And they're like, oh, it's okay. Nothing happens.
Yeah, and he starts crying and leaves.
Crying and leaves.
Like, literally like that. Like, they're not good actors.
No.
They cry like me and Brandon fake crying
There were a lot of scenes in this where somebody was doing a scene and they broke out laughing and they just kept that role.
It's so funny.
It's so funny.
That was our favorite guy.
When Dan did it, I laughed so much. But
we'll get to it.
Mel's like, where the hell is Sarah? She's texting her. But instead of like looking at her phone while she texts, she's looking at the text bubbles that appear on the screen for the viewers to read their text.
Super funny.
She's just
like a very slight thing.
Yeah, just meta, like looking at it. And I was like, wait, she's not looking at her phone. So it's like, she's looking at the text bubbles.
Yeah. Like up in the air at them where they're supposed to be. So funny, man.
So funny. But as they do that, Sarah's driving when she comes up on the llama. Just honking at it and shit. And as she honks, it laser eyes her.
Whoa.
Blows her up. Mostly blows the car up, and then she burns alive and dies.
Yeah, she's on fire screaming in there. She didn't get out of the car, so don't ask.
I knew you guys were wondering.
Yeah. Well, wouldn't she just get out of the car? No. Viewers.
Now, listeners,
yeah, faithful
tell
listeners.
her which way is the easiest way to get out of the car.
Gather one, gather all around the campfire. We're going to tell you this little story about a llama that blew up a car and a woman that couldn't get out. I went a little Cosby there for a sec. I'm sorry.
Skibbity bobbity.
Jello pudding. I'm dead.
The Jello pudding and the Jello pudding pop.
I feel like we shouldn't keep doing impressions of the... How many was it?
I don't know.
48?
Yeah. Something like that. But
yeah.
So she blows up and dies, and one of the high dudes, all of them were smoking hookah except for one.
Yeah, there's only one guy that should have been high.
Yeah.
The other dude just had like a light tobacco.
Yeah. But this one high dude, he goes out, sees the llama outside, freaks out and runs back in to warn people. He's like, it's got glowing red eyes. It's freaking out, but they don't believe him. They're like, how much have you smoked, dude?
Yeah.
And
smoking out of a Coke bottle.
Yeah. Also outside is the girl that was drawerless and her crying boyfriend.
Yeah, they were fighting inside, and then they were told to go outside.
And so they're arguing, they're fighting outside. We find out that she blew the other drawerless dude, who was her ex. Mm-hmm. She blew him twice. And he's pissed.
He's so mad.
And Floyd is ready to party. He's gonna make this girl a drink. He's gonna make Sam or Sarah or whatever, supposedly Sam, a drink, and brings it back to her. You get this like little beat, and it's like waterfall, 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 and then they just start playing games. And as they're all drinking and getting more drunk, and there are people outside, and the llama's outside, they build actually a pretty good tension as focuses on the camera go in and out between characters, between beer cans, and a grandfather clock continues to strike, showing the time that's elapsed.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Good work. But also the stoner guy packs a bowl into the Coke bottle and then stares into the camera for 9 seconds in complete silence. You're like, was he looking at me?
Yeah, I was trying to think of what that would even mean. Like, really break down what the director was getting at. I think it was a joke that, like, the one guy was so high that he saw a llama with red eyes, and the one girl was so high she thought her dog was Satan and cooked it a steak.
Whoa.
And this guy was so high that he saw the audience through the movie he was in.
It's pretty good, actually. I like that.
That's funny.
But the angry boyfriend's outside. He sees the llama. He lets it smoke a little weed. He gives it his joint, smokes it a little bit. The llama does. But then the llama eats his fingers off.
Yeah.
And he's like screaming. And so his girlfriend is like running over to him when the llama punches through his chest, punches his heart out of his body and into her hands. She's screaming, freaking out. Then the llama runs up on her and repeatedly just punches her in the face over and over, knocks her to the ground, and then stomps her out until she dies.
A weird pause.
I know, right? I thought you were going to say something.
I wasn't. I was waiting for the next note, and we're all just like sitting here with, wow, she's really dead.
She's super
a moment of
dead.
silence for the woman that got punched in the face to
Would you
death.
rather have your heart punched out of you or just punched to death by a llama?
Man, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
You should ask your sleep paralysis demon that.
Dude, that guy sucks. I had sleep paralysis last night, and I was mad about it.
You have it from time to time.
I do, yeah. And it's like, I've talked to other people that have sleep paralysis, and they're always like, that's some wild shit, man. I've never seen anything like that. Because I was like, mine giggles at me, and he goes, haha, and he's like tickling my feet. And other people are like, they don't make noises, though. I say, well, mine does. He likes to tickle my feet. But one last night sent me to like a brand new dreamscape. I'm in like an underground sewer. I'm playing Mortal Kombat with him, right? But like it's like VR style, so I'm first person as the Mortal Kombat character, and I'm fighting the other guy, and he's got a combo that like summons an animal. So he's like, I'm like sitting there, all right, I'm kicking your ass, so you go ahead and do your summoning animal move. So I'm going on this tangent here. So he's doing the move, so I'm like in VR watching the other character, and he's just like moving around doing nothing. The camera's getting hyper focused on him. He's still like not summoning anything. I was like, this guy fucking sucks. But like, behind him in the since the camera's so focused on the character, you can see like the outline of this thing just standing up in the background, and it starts like walking slowly behind him, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And then my brain flicks awake out of the sewer where I'm the Mortal Kombat guy, just in my room, and it's in real life coming towards me now, this thing that he summoned. And it's not racist, but he's like, I'm the black man. Like, it's not supposed to be like he's a black guy. He's like a demon, like blackness, and he's also a man. But it's like, I woke up and I was like, that was a weird name for him. But yeah, that was just what he called himself. And I was so mad that I like turned over, and I woke up at like 3 and I didn't go to bed till 6. I was so mad.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds like it wasn't sleep paralysis for the most of it. It sounded like it was an actual dream.
No. I know when it was... Well, because at first I thought that I didn't have it, because I was like laying there and I'd wake up every once in a while, like, I'll just go back to sleep. But looking back, I like couldn't move when I was waking up, and then it finally happened like that, and I was like, oh, that was a bout of sleep paralysis, faking me into thinking I didn't have sleep paralysis, so I'd let my guard down and then do the craziest shit ever. I also was there was a dream I had, though, where I was at Best Buy with my friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we were buying something, and the guy he's scanning us up, and then he ducks under the table for a second, and he's just like vaping under there for a minute, and he comes back up, and I'm like, what are you doing? We saw that. What was that about? And that was the dream.
That had nothing to do with sleep paralysis. That's just a dream.
That was in the middle of all that.
Oh,
just
nice.
thrown in for like a comedic relief.
Well, back to the movie.
I need to sleep so bad.
The one lady at beer pong with the first drawerless dude that got blown twice, she's watching him drink beer, just like a side shot of him sipping beer, and she likey.
Oh, yeah, because he's flicking his tongue at the beer.
Flicking the tongue is a big theme in this.
It's a motif. You enjoying drinking that beer? Because I'm enjoying watching you drink that beer.
But then Trent shows up, and he is ready to party.
This guy's awesome.
He is Mel's boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And Trent and Dan, they start to shake hands and have this like a little erotic squeezing moment. Like, oh, that's a fucking good handshake. Oh, yeah, that's a nice grip, nice squeeze.
And they do the zoom into faces again, but just the mouths this time.
And everybody's biting their lips.
Yeah, Dan was the first one. That's a pretty strong grip you got. Bites the lip.
Then Trent. Then Mel. And then the other girl that was there.
And then Floyd at some point, who didn't know how to flick his tongue around.
Oh, that's right.
So he's just like, got it on one side, licking the left side of his mouth.
So they're all having this erotic squeezing, biting their lips. And Mel and Trent are going to fuck.
This is the best part of the movie.
And Sam pulls Floyd away, too. You're like, oh, he's going to fuck, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're going to get it on. And there's just so many close-up licking scenes where they lick each other's tongues.
Oh, this is where Floyd does the thing, yeah.
Yeah. They're just licking each other's tongues back and forth throughout it.
Yeah.
Licking their bodies. There's not really any fucking or kissing or anything.
Yeah.
But there is one shot that's directly into a mirror.
It's beautiful.
And as Mel and Trent lick each other's tongues back and forth rapidly, there are 3 cameramen, crew members in the mirror that you can just see. We had to pause and go like, who the fuck is that guy in the middle? And you could see him holding the camera.
So we rewound it. We're like, wait, there's another guy.
We're like in the top left.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, we got to rewind it one more time. I think there might be a third guy in there.
There are 3.
It's so funny.
I just like the dude holding the camera in the middle.
Yeah. Because he's like slightly adjusting.
They are fuzzy.
Wait. Maybe that's
your sleep paralysis demon.
No, that's not my sleep paralysis demon. That's how we doing. That's the one person he was in the movie. That's his credit.
Maybe.
His guy in the mirror.
But
that's Rob.
They're kind of blurred a little bit, so you can't fully see them. But you do see 3 bodies. 3 shadows of bodies.
The bodies.
Yeah. Oh, that was a good stretch.
Good moan.
And so they're all kind of getting it on. And everyone's like, oh, we're going to fucking hot tub it up. There's a hot tub here, but they're hot tubbing indoors. Like, the hot tub wasn't outside.
Yeah, they're just in a garage.
And the llama breaks in and throws a speaker that they were all jamming the music to into the hot tub, causing everyone inside to electrocute to death and die.
Well, the one guy caught it at first. The guy with the John Lennon glasses.
But then he was like, oh my god, drops it in. And they all just fry. And goddamn did they get electrocuted for a long time.
Really funny. Really funny stuff.
The funnier part was that 2 other girls come in. They're like, they see everyone just dying and they're actively being electrocuted to death.
Maybe she said Rob in this moment. Maybe it was the John Lennon guy. But she's like, how's the water, Tony? Or whatever his name was. And he's just shaking.
Literally seizing from electrocution.
And she goes, okay, keep your secrets.
I'll get in and try it out. So she gets in.
They just dip their toes.
But they die.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to join them. And Dan walks in, holding a bunch of beers. He's like, all right, let's hot tub it up. And he's like, oh my god, they're dead. Tells Mel and Trent, but they don't believe it until they see the dead bodies too. And he's yelling at them as they're in the other room. This is where he breaks character, yelling about them being dead in the hot tub.
Everybody's dead in the hot tub because he stole a shot from Mel.
Yeah.
And she's like, what? And he's like, everybody's dead in the hot tub. So they go check it out and they're like, oh my god. And he goes, everybody's dead in the hot tub.
He's laughing.
It's so good.
But Floyd is done getting laid with Sam too, and now he's just a partier. He's a bro as well.
Yeah. You kind of... I saw this one coming. Not to, like, brag or anything. But you see him skulking around with his shoulders so low, you have to assume he's either going to die or at some point, like, straighten out.
No more hunchback.
Mm-hmm. And he did. Brandon's right.
Seth was right too. Mm-hmm. But he's back. He's ready to party, telling everyone, just get back inside. Let's drink some more beer. They're all trying to call the police. He's like, no, let's not call the police. Let's party.
Yeah, those guys are clearly just sleeping.
But the llama sneaks up on them, and the beer pong players try to run away. The llama laser eyes them, and their blood, they're quite a ways away. Blood splatters all over the remaining 5 of them, time and time. Just absolutely cutting... Trent is puking profusely. Just like a fire hydrant of puke coming out of his mouth. And they're all trying to get back inside. Trent's still puking out there. And he gets hit with some llama acid.
Llama ass.
And he's now...
He spit it at him.
Yeah, he's now transforming into an Autobot.
Robot.
Maximal.
Nice.
Into a llama. Like full-on werewolf as you see... his body start to hunch and fur break through his shirt. And
he was the best actor in the movie.
You think?
I think so.
Maybe.
I think he had the widest range.
Maybe Dan.
Dan's our favorite actor. I don't know if he was the best. He laughed constantly.
Trent laughed in the scene.
He did, yeah, when he was transforming into a llama. That's fair.
But so he werewolves it into a llama in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And the kids are like, all right, we got to call Dad. Why is that so funny?
Because 7 people have died, and one of them's turned to a llama. And like, oh, we should call Dad.
Yeah, well, they do.
Dad.
They call him. The connection isn't great, but he's like, my kids need me. I need to save them. And he leaves the girl that he was banging.
That's true. Yeah, because he needs his kids.
And so, there's some intense music as the group tries to run away from the llama. Trent is like half llama and still running with them. And during this running, Sam trips, gets blasted by a laser and dies, and then the whole crew ditches Trent too. Dan's like, you gotta leave, dude.
Well, this part cracked me up. I forgot to write it down, but Brandon sees all of them running through the forest, getting away from this other llama. And they're like, Brandon's like, you gotta leave Trent behind. Like, before they even said anything, they just see him hobbling along, just callous of you. But you were right, they left him. They maybe 15 seconds after Brandon said that.
They needed to.
We're leaving you, Trent, sorry. Even his girlfriend's like, bye.
And Trent then transforms into a llama in an animated cartoon scene, because they didn't have the budget to do this practical effects live action thing.
Yeah. Or it wouldn't look good with the budget they did have.
Yeah. So they animated this little hand-drawn cartoon. But the llama, the main llama, comes up behind, opens up its abdomen, and, like, brings out tentacles and, like, looks like it's sucking it into its abdomen, like, pulling it close to it.
Mm-hmm. You would think.
You would think it was sucking it in and killing him.
Yeah.
But that's not the case.
That is not the case.
We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Slightly. I mean, it did just happen in front of our eyes.
Yeah. But Dan, as they're trying to get away, sneaks into the rocket horse trailer and grabs what's clearly a baseball bat covered in aluminum foil. The space stick or something.
Yeah. Or something. That's just what it was.
Yeah, just ready to take on the llama. Like, the llama's firing laser eyes at it, and he's just fucking sending them like a home run derby. Right back with the space stick. And he gets all poetic, seeking justice, makes this giant speech, and then just gets shot and dies. And it was like, he was the best character.
They abandoned him. He was like, guys, where'd you go? And it, like, threw him off his focus, and he got shot by a llama laser.
Llama laser. Well, Floyd and Mel,
a laser, if you will. But you spell it with 2 L's when you say it. Yeah.
Well, Floyd and Mel, siblings, are the last two left and are hiding in a secret attic of their grandpa's. And the dad's here, all pissed about lasers and Bigfoot. He was listening to some conspiracy theorist podcast on the way in. Super pissed, ready to kill, shotgun in hand.
He was listening to the conspiracy theorist podcast, but also being like, this is bullshit, and then doing his own conspiracies. He's like, this sucks. It sounded like Will Arnett, too.
Didn't notice, but...
Oh, it sounded just like him.
He's ready to kill with the shotgun, roaming around like
Will Arnett is QAnon.
Oh, no.
I know.
Roaming around the barn looking for anything when he sees a bunch of green goo on the wall.
Roaming around the barn. I should have quoted you on this, too. You didn't quote yourself, did you?
I did not.
Oh, man. Yeah,
because I did a classic Seth quote.
He did. He did. Oh,
he did!
He did! He beat me to it. He looks at the green goo coming down the wall, and Brandon goes, don't eat that! So the guy, like, puts his fingers in it, and he's looking at it, and he's like, huh.
And he puts his whole hand
yeah, he just keeps touching it some more. And then he actually takes a little bite of it.
I was like, God damn it. He eats it. Trent is still alive, too. The dad stumbles upon Trent screaming in the barn.
Yeah.
Because apparently Trent got fucked by the llama.
Yeah.
And is laying llama eggs through his llama puss.
He does have a llama pussy now.
You get to see it all up in that llama puss.
Yeah, they do full frontal in this movie. full frontal llama
And
porn.
you think, oh, it's just like a little egg. It's a llama egg, guys. It's huge.
Yeah.
They're huge eggs, but he's pushing them out, and there are so many scenes. Trent lays like 4 eggs that you get to see, but really there were 9.
Yeah.
And then cutting back to the dad walking with a gun until he stumbles upon him. He's just telling the dad, he's like, kill me. So he shoots him right in the face.
He doesn't. No hesitation either. Okay.
Good.
He was gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
That's
you
all
get to see it, and then you watch as like the llama eggs start to hatch. But now he's just going ballistic, shooting all the baby llamas.
Yeah,
the right move to do.
That was a long scene of him contemplating it, though.
Also, a long scene of just
what the fuck.
Also, a long scene of just hearing baby llamas be murdered. It kind of hurt me a little bit there.
Did it?
Yeah, it's like another baby animal squealing.
He's shooting children.
Yeah,
just fish in a barrel, but it's babies.
The right thing to do here. I mean, he doesn't know the situation at all, but he's like,
no,
fuck.
But his instincts were right.
Yeah.
He was supposed to kill the baby llamas.
And now Dad sees big llama, and it's going to be a full-blown showdown.
Is llama bad?
What? What are you saying to me?
Oh my god. Whatever. Continue.
What are you saying to me?
No, you continue. I'll show you a Google.
Is llama bad?
Yeah.
What? I don't... I'm so confused. Anyway, big fight. They're both shooting at each other.
The
Shotgun.
capital of Pakistan, of course.
What is it?
Islamabad.
Oh, Islamabad. Yeah.
Yeah. Lukas would have known that, right?
He would have, yeah. But they're shooting back at each other. Shotgun and laser eyes. The llama ends up winning in this tough fight after some shooting, some hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah.
But the llama gets the best of him and eats his neck.
Yeah, just bit his neck. Didn't eat his
He
neck.
took a
per
chunk
se.
out of his neck.
Yeah. Decent, well, from that angle, decent makeup, I would say.
Yeah.
Rick Baker-esque.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Mel opens up to Floyd. They're like, we need to get the fuck out of here. She's like, I have to tell you something.
Yeah.
She's like, you've grown up into this great little boy man.
You're my little man brother.
You're my little man brother, boy man brother.
Yeah. And this was some pretty good writing because she kept repeating herself in a very repetitive way.
That's as repeating is.
Yeah.
But he was like,
That
yeah.
was the joke.
He's like, yeah, you're just a stupid bitch. Like I always remember. And she's like,
Yeah,
thank you.
Yeah, he was like, I always thought you were a stupid bitch, but turns out you really were just a fucking stupid bitch.
He's the same fucking idiot I always knew. And she's like,
But
thank
like
you.
a boneheaded Skrell or something.
Yes,
Like a
Skrell.
sci-fi term for
Yeah.
grunt.
But Floyd, also in this, as they're going back and forth, Floyd calls his sister Marissa, and she's like, no, it's
That's so funny.
It's Mel.
Marissa? It's Mel. Because it wasn't even like Melissa, and then she's like, no, just call me Mel. Keep it casual.
Marissa.
Because Melissa you could shorten it to Mel.
Yeah.
Marissa, absolutely not.
No, it's Mel.
That's so funny.
It's like she was trying to feed him the line, they just left it.
And it's funny because they throw it in like it's not even a punchline. They don't linger on it. They don't dwell on the joke or anything.
Nope.
They just keep the pacing is beautiful.
If you weren't looking at that, you're missing it.
Yeah.
It's Mel.
I thought I was hearing things.
I know.
What happened?
But Dad, barely alive, and as the llama corners Mel and Floyd, he hops in the farm combine and runs the llama over, tearing it to pieces.
Woo!
Good weapon.
Good weapon.
Tearing it to pieces, and the dad dies in the kids' arms and tells them that their mom is a dirty, rotten. The end.
That shit was so funny too.
It's supposed to be horror, but
Yeah.
dirty, rotten. They look up in the sky. That's the end of the movie, but there's a lot that happens after the end of the movie. Instead of bloopers, the credits have the whole movie in a fast forward.
Yeah, they just played it like 20 times speed. It's crazy.
Just played it again with the sickest fucking Llamageddon rap that summarizes the movie.
I would probably clearly the sickest Llamageddon rap. And you'd be hard pressed to find a better one.
And in it, we learned some things in the movie. Like, they called Trent Mark.
Yeah, they called Trent Mark, so we know either the band knows something that we don't, that was doing the rap, or they changed the names along the way.
Another big thing we noticed in that is at the end scene when he dies on their arms and they look up.
The kids are looking up at the stars, and you think it's in reference to the llama that came from there. They're like, wow, I hope that never comes back.
No, the rap says that they watched their dad's soul float into the sky. I was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah. Oh, man, what a great song.
Then Howie Doan's talking all about himself, thanking the cast, drops his Twitter. Seth followed his Twitter account.
I did. That's why I was checking my phone earlier, too. I messaged him to see if it was him, and I'm trying to get him
What was the handle?
on the Dr. Syllable.
That's right.
Yeah. So I'm trying to get him on the pod.
Ask him for a dick pic.
Hey, can I get a dick pic? But he hasn't tweeted since 2016.
So a year after this movie came out.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
My last note here is, too, there is an after-credit scene of the doctor scientist guy that was like, oh my god, I've been waiting for this egg my whole life or whatnot. From the original crash landing scene. Quick credits of him cracking open the llama egg and making green eggs and toast.
Hilarious.
If he cooks it, does he still turn into a llama, or is he good?
I'm guessing not. I would, if the sequel was another Llamageddon movie, I would say that's more likely. But since that doesn't seem to be the case.
Since it's alpaca-based.
Yeah.
Probably not. Okay. Well, apparently if you cook the slime, the embryo, you're good to go. And that is the end
You cook the yolk, you're good to go.
of Llamageddon. trauma shredding.
Nice. That was good. It's really good.
This is fucking... So
Wow.
fucking...
I feel like a new man.
Llamageddon, the trauma shredding.
Wow. Wood chipper style.
Or like Lukas was shredding down the Eiffel Tower.
That's right. Or like a... I forgot what I said already.
That's okay.
Wood chipper.
Folks at home, are you ready for another 5-second pause? Before we get into some queers.
We gotta wait and see if they're ready first. Wait for the answer. Me too.
Insert clip there.
And we're
Insert
back.
clip there.
They won't know what's going on.
Yeah. It's so
You won't know what's going on
so meta.
editing later. I got too meta for...
This is going to be a really easy edit, though, because I don't have to line up Skype and different audio.
This will take you 20 seconds, probably.
No, I mean, it'll take me like an hour.
That's not bad.
If I don't take notes, you know.
Yeah. Oh, we don't need notes.
I could do them afterwards.
Yeah.
As I listen. But
Yeah.
it's quote time.
Quote time.
How many quotes do you have?
I think it was like 6. I've done a couple already, just for fun's sake.
I've got 12.
I have 7, and I think I still have 7.
And Devon has 1. I'm going to read his out right now.
Yeah. It's part of yours, so we'll get the full thing later, too.
Yeah. So, all Devon sent us was, we will win this little wrestle between Earth and space.
Yeah.
Little wrestle.
You wrestle. That was how he said it, too.
Rassel. Wrestle.
And this little wrestle between Earth and space. Earth
Part of
the
that
Kit
poetic
Justice.
justice that he was preaching. Half of yours?
Oh, sure. Should I do mine backwards in honor of Lukas for some reason?
Yeah, for some reason.
That'd be funny.
For some shit.
So my first one is... I didn't write down context or anything. Again, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm not stupid. I went to college once. I think it
don't
was the
remember
mom
that.
talking to the kids on the way back from the funeral to the grandpa's house.
I thought you were starting from the end.
No, I'm starting at the beginning.
Oh.
Yeah. This is from Floyd when the sister's talking about having people over for a party. He says, but if anything happens, or it gets crazy in there, or if anything happens, I'm leaving.
Or
Or if anything happens.
if anything happens.
And I'll just do 3 for now and do 4 later. It's when the angry boyfriend goes outside and he's smoking the joint and he sees the llama and he says, whoa, never seen a wildebeest before. and he never will.
And you were shocked that wildebeest had 2 E's in the beast part.
Instead of B-E-A-S-T, which makes me think that it's not an English word.
Wildebeest.
Wildebeest.
I already said my first one. It was, if he wets the bed, don't make a big deal. But Mom!
I thought wildebeests were African animals. Is that a product of colonization?
Probably.
Oh no!
My next quote is another just screaming one from Floyd. She's like, I'm going to call Sarah, I'm going to call Mark, and... Are you good?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Do you not remember this beer?
I think after the other... It just tastes sour.
Huh. Coming from an India Pale Ale to a Pale Ale?
Well, it tastes like
No, it is a little sour.
a little sweet. I wasn't used to it. Weird.
Well, she did say she was going to call Sarah and Mark. Mm-hmm. And then the rap says Mark, but his name is Trent.
They must have changed that later on. 'Cause
Yeah.
she did say Mark.
Because she's like, I'm going to call Sarah and I'm going to call Mark. And he just goes, who the fuck is Mark?
He does. I love him.
Love.
What a reference, dude. Out of nowhere.
Love. This is maybe her talking to Sarah. And Mel just goes, who cares if your dad died? Just come to my party.
That's right.
Doctor, I need to show you something. Holds up a furry ball and it's just like, I've been looking for this my whole life for this. And I was like, no. It's not.
It was an egg.
Yeah, it was, but I didn't know that.
Still, you've been waiting your whole life for an egg from space?
Yeah.
Also doesn't make any sense.
This was just a line in the middle of the party, just one of the drunk people just goes, I just can't believe that Pluto's not a planet anymore.
Man,
and then a stupid, like, Uranus is bear joke or whatever. I don't care about that one.
they loved it.
They did.
I kind of thought that whole conversation was stupid, but it was a little funny.
And then this one. I've heard a lot about you. Just like that you like snatching kisses and vice versa.
Yeah, I didn't get the vice versa part.
Snatching kisses and kissing snatches.
Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking there was another indirect noun that I was missing. Like if he was snatching kisses from people, then they would snatch kisses from him as the vice versa. But kissing snatches, that's hilarious.
Yeah, that's actually really good.
That's really good. That's good writing.
Okay. Finish yours off.
All right. Time to finish. That's exactly what I sound like. I think this one's Dan. It's a goddamn space stick. When they find the baseball bat wrapped in aluminum.
What the hell is that? What's a goddamn space stick?
Goddamn space stick. Lieutenant, can't even get a car to get 30 miles to the gallon. How are we going to get to the moon? Bigfoot, maybe. So the dad's listening to the conspiracy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. He was disagreeing, and he was like, no, it ain't no alien technology. It's Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's going to help me get to the moon?
And get 30 miles to the gallon. It's the battle of the conspiracies. But one of them at least has a leg to stand on. The great unknown.
I'm surprised there wasn't any conspiracies about the moon also being fake and made of cheese, or the moon landing being fake, or anything like that, too.
Like a big pizza pie.
Look at that. Look at that.
People are going to think an elephant snuck in here.
I know, right?
Honked his horn.
They don't have horns.
Yeah, they do. They go,
They don't honk their horns
they
like a
honk
clown.
their horns like a trumpet. You nonce, as a British guy would say.
Honk their horns like a car.
That makes way more sense than a trumpet. Honk their horns like one of those bugles with the little rubber balls at the end. It's not really a bugle, because bugle you could affect the tone.
The chip?
And the pitch of with your mouth. Huh?
The chip?
The chip?
Bugles.
Tortilla style.
That you put on your fingers.
I love bugles.
Bugles rock.
Oh, I would fuck a bugle. If they made them big enough. So my next one, penultimate. Stop.
That's so funny.
You made me say it.
You made me this way.
Dad shows up to outside the barn where the kids are running from the llama, and there's a stray laser beam that goes into the sky, and it goes, damn kids and their laser beams. Fucking Bigfoot. Now he's mad about Bigfoot.
I know, right?
And this last one, I almost said it earlier. It's when the kids are, the dad runs over the llama with the combine, and he walks out and he like falls into their arms, and they go, Dad, and he goes, hi kids.
He's
dying
so happy,
from his
dying,
neck.
yeah.
He sounds like a sitcom character. Hi kids.
Hi kids.
It's like he's teaching them a lesson about the danger of drugs.
All right.
I'm handy. That sounds creepy, actually.
Here's when those girls are trying to get into the hot tub, and they just go, no, his name wasn't Ron, I put it down. Hey, Mike, how's the water? And he's just being electrocuted to death.
Damn, was that the glasses guy or the paranoid other high guy?
Don't know.
That's fucked.
This next one, like we've already said, Dan just, everyone is dead in the hot tub.
And then, oh man, that guy just seems like a cool guy.
Oh, he's so cool. Next, Floyd, this is when they go into that secret attic. This is when they go into the secret attic, and she's like, Floyd, how did you know about this? And he's like, Grandpa showed me last summer. It's one of the tunnels he built to avoid the draft.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait, when was this? Will you start that again? I'm sorry.
When they're sneaking into the attic to hide from the llama. And she's like, how did you know about this? And he's like, Grandpa told me about it last summer. It's one of the tunnels that he built to avoid the draft.
Dude, I missed that part entirely. That's awesome.
It's not even a tunnel. It's just an attic.
Yeah. That's so fun. I must have been Googling something. That's so funny.
We've already kind of said this. I'm really proud to call you my little brother, man.
My little brother, man. Cinderella Man.
This is the dad as he's dying. They're like, how did you know to do that? And he's like most living things, if you run it over in a combiner, that usually does the trick.
Yeah, the combiner kind of takes care of the rest for you.
This is a Seth quote.
Oh, shit. It's been a while.
Seth said, I would fuck a bugle right now if it were big enough.
You just wrote that down?
No, I just wanted to throw that in here.
That's good.
And my last one is the continuation of Devon's one, the highly poetic justice rant from Dan.
It's also important. I think we kind of touched on it earlier, but the whole running shirt gag. There's a part where he's got the space stick. He's used it for the first time to deflect a laser beam.
He's wearing like a blue shirt, and then he turns around.
To the other two. He's got the
bright yellow Star Trek Spock shirt.
It's like glistening and reflective.
Very obvious.
Listen, men! He's giving a speech.
He's holding the space stick. Though we have not fought valiantly, many of our friends have perished for no other reason than this blazing eyes beast's sick and twisted pleasure. Let them not die in vain. With this space stick, we will avenge them, and we will win this wrestle between Earth and space. I was like, God damn.
Woo! And then he turns around and they're gone.
And
They've abandoned
he dies.
him. Yeah.
Caesar boy. But that is the end of quotes.
Woo!
Ratings.
Mine?
Yeah. No.
Yours?
Critics.
Okay.
Tomato meter.
Do we, before we get into this game of meta guessing, do they have anything on this?
Not either critics. Just audiences on each, though.
Okay. So audience, tomato, and IMDb?
Yes.
Okay. Audience, I'm going to say 73.
Nice guess. Yeah. 89.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Audiences love Llamageddon.
Yeah.
And then how about an audience score on IMDb?
This one's got to be the 7.3 then.
Not quite as close. It's a 3.9.
What? That's crazy.
When it's not a yes or no, and you can actually give it a number.
Well, you'd think if most people did enjoy it, it'd be like above a 5. That's wild. 89 and then 3.9?
And then 3.9.
Crazy.
So, that's 50 apart, so 2.5. This is going to be a 6.4 average.
Yeah.
What are you giving it?
Man, this is going to be a little bit of a shock. Actually, if you've listened to any of my prior episodes, this won't be a shock at all.
1.3?
I'm going to give this a 9.
Oh.
Yeah. I really like this movie. I think aside from the acting, this was one of the best movies you could make on $3,000.
Sure.
Incredible. I think the humor was incredibly on point. Little things that go right by you if you don't realize them, like them looking at the text bubbles or getting his sister's name wrong, but they don't linger on it. They're like, haha, look at how funny this is. It's just like in the universe that you've created that you are realizing is comedic.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, I saw a lot of potential in this young man that was probably older than me, actually.
Yeah.
But, I honestly fucking loved it.
9.0.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a straight 9.
Devon's review, he did say funny little llama horror movie, but
would watch again.
Would watch it again, and he gave it 6.5 out of 10 lasagnas.
Mm-hmm. Which is also pretty high. 6.5 is pretty high for a movie like this.
Lukas did not watch, so he didn't give us a rating, and I think I'm the lowest of us 3.
Cringe.
But it's a 6.0. It's obviously it's not great, like objectively.
Yeah.
Super fun. It's 69 minutes. Like it's
nice.
A breeze of a watch.
Yeah.
I do think when watching this and Velocipaster and Zombievers, this is probably the worst of the 3.
Yeah, I'd have to watch Velocipaster because I do probably have Zombievers a little above it.
Yeah, like a 9.9.
9.2. I love Zombievers.
But all super just fun, campy horror B movies. It's so easy to do when you just have this shitty ass monster and just let it destroy stupid teens that deserve it. So you're okay, Caesar. So we've got a 6.0, a 6.5, and a 9 for a 7.2 average. 12.5 plus 9, 21.5 divided by 3, 7.616 repeating.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what we would make Lukas give to make it a 7.3.
Oh, then he would have to give it a 7.8? 7.
Because you want 29.2.
So he would have to... Wait, we were 21.5. So he would have to give you a 7.7.
Okay, so Lukas gave this a 7.7.
For a 7.3 average. Woo! Nice. That might be where he gives this, around there, too.
I think Lukas will really enjoy this, given his history.
Yeah.
And knowing it was $3,000 and like some kid in school that was maybe studying film. In Ohio, I almost guarantee. Because I think this movie was set in Ohio.
I think it was I think he went to Western Michigan, if I remember like what I was trying to find.
Okay.
It was
Maybe.
Western Michigan University.
Because when you see the llama land in that animation, it lands somewhere in the Midwest of the U.S.
It did. You were like, Iowa!
Yeah. I thought it was Ohio because I thought I read in the description that it was a llama crash lands in Ohio.
Could have been. But.
Yeah.
And I've got
Walk the Moon's from Ohio.
Shut up and dance?
Yeah.
I had to sneeze. Don't slap me.
Just get scared. You.
And I don't have any critic reviews because there are no critic ratings or anything like that. But I do
What
have...
did Big Rog think of this?
I don't have that. But I do have 7 user reviews.
Tell me Snoopy Style's in here.
Snoopy Style is not in here.
What? I thought he would have... he's
She.
everywhere. She? Mm-hmm. What?
Bethany Cox.
No, that's fucking Little Bluebird.
Oh, you said Snoopy Style.
Dummy.
Snoopy Style's not in here either. But neither is the little songbird.
Little Coxbird.
No.
That's what we call her.
My first one was by Woof.
There he is.
W00F. On December 24th, 2020, Christmas Eve, they had this movie on the mind. They say, this movie demands to be seen...
but hates to be watched.
Goodness, I'm sorry. This movie demands to be seen on a double bill with Barn of the Blood Llama. Drugs help. 7 out of 10.
I don't even know what he's trying to say.
I don't know.
But he's right. 7's pretty good
To
score.
be seen on a double bill with Barn of the Blood Llama. Drugs help. 7 out of 10.
Maybe that's like the name of a strain of weed or something.
Oh, probably.
They name them crazy shit.
Yeah, that's
anymore.
true. My next one is a returner, Plankton Rules.
This one's called The Black Plague and You Die.
This is super mellow.
Yeah. Yeah. You just go to bed. Ugh, that'd be a good name, actually.
But yeah, Plankton Rules, a returner on November 30th, 2020.
Crazy.
They say,
has he been nominated?
I don't think so, no.
We'll throw him on the list.
With a title like Llamageddon, you obviously are not expecting an installment of masterpiece theater. It is pretty much what you'd expect, a film with production value similar to Birdemic. You never actually see the llama do anything, but it supposedly kills with abandon. Fortunately, its main victims are a house party full of young people who are complete losers.
Well, fortunately.
So, while the
presumptuous.
film is very bad, at least you get to see a bunch of jerks die, which is why I give this film a 2 and not a 1. Plus, it fortunately never took itself seriously. By the way, if you do watch this, just be forewarned, it's very crude and crass, and it's probably not a film to show your kids Mother or Father O'Malley. 2 out of 10.
This Plankton Rules must have shown it to all of them at once. Yeah, that was Plankton Rules, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Must have shown it to all of those people at once.
Their kids, their mother, and Father O'Malley.
Who I assume is their pastor.
Probably. Don't show him that.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't show a pastor any movie.
What about Jesus Camp?
What? Of course not. That might it might cause them to destabilize their entire mentality.
Could, very well.
Or they'd get more burrowed into whatever they're into.
Yeah.
Both sides are pretty dangerous.
Next is by another returner, Paul Hawkinson.
Interesting.
And they say that, I have to say that the writers, James Earl Cox III and Howie Doohan, actually put together a surprisingly enjoyable and entertaining script and storyline for the movie. I was genuinely surprised with how funny this movie was. Sure, it was ultra low budget and super cheesy, but there was style and finesse to the movie, and it worked. I was genuinely entertained by Llamageddon, I have to admit that. 6 out of 10.
I was supposed to have my sister on, huh?
Yeah.
Tammy and the T-Rex, no, that's the one.
Very end, yeah.
I keep forgetting that. I think it's every movie that's coming up. Sorry.
6 out of 10, though. They enjoyed it.
6 out of 10's good.
Next is by Deborah Iona Vogel. And that's on December 9th, 2020. They said, "This is amazing. Get out of here with your Attack of the Killer Tomatoes or Velocipaster. This is the low-budget indie movie of the millennium. I'm only taking away 1 point for making the always adorable llama a bad guy. But since this one was from space, all is forgiven. 9 out of 10.
Good answer.
They love llamas.
Yeah. Since it was from space, especially.
Yeah. Next, Corey Thatcher, January 4th, 2022. This is my long one. They say, this isn't actually good, or even average at the rating might suggest. A movie like this is clearly a bad horror movie for making fun of while you watch it in a group, and it knows it. I'll tend to give them a 4 to 5 out of 10 if they were successfully entertaining for that. And if they don't pull it off, then it's a crash and burn down to a 1 star. In the context of a fun, bad movie to make fun of, this is alright. It's similar to Killer Sofa, and though markedly less entertaining. Bullet points here. It's short, thankfully, so it remains fun. They have an ongoing joke that I really enjoyed. Watch their shirts. The Killer Llama itself has some funny moments once it gauges that are reminiscent of Zombievers. Unfortunately, it felt like a little too much of a student project throughout. Very low quality cameras, audio, etc. If you can deal with that, and you want something bad to make fun of, then this is a good candidate. 4 out of 10.
This guy didn't get it. I finally feel like Lukas watching Birdemic movies. This is
after seeing Llamageddon?
Yeah, this is my I don't have an analogy for this, but it's like my thing I care about, if you will.
It's your eye-opener.
That's right.
That's right. Penultimate review is by Harito26154.
This is the eye-opener.
That's the eye-opener.
Yeah, this is funny, though. Like the soda?
No, starts with an H.
Oh, so Arito, probably.
26154.
74825.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I can't get out of my
You
head.
know that number. On April 18th, 2022, they say, the title says it all. Get your life together and get out of any situation where this movie is playing. Fib, lie, just get the fuck out of there. This movie will test your resolve. If you make it, you're a master craftsman. 1 out of 10.
1 out of 10. Get the fuck out. I thought you were just stylizing
No,
like that.
Gettafugoutta. Get the fuck out of there.
Get the fuck out of there.
1 out of 10. That's the only reason why I put this review in was for that.
1?
Yeah.
Thought he liked it.
No, get your life together and get out of any situation where it's playing.
Oh, I misheard what
just
you were
get the
saying.
fuck out of there.
I thought he was saying get out of whatever you're doing and go watch this movie right now. And I was very confused why you gave it a 1.
And my last one is by JJR76474.
We'll find it one day. Something to rival 74825.
It's a good one.
It's too good.
1, 2, 3. There's not enough syllables in there. The 7s are.
You need to start with a 2, so it could be 0 or 7, or like 13 if it was a hyphenated one. 74825 is just too good.
But they say on August 17th, 2021, this is the movie that proves that a guy can have a shirt fetish and not one of them tasteful on one hand.
What?
And that we need more llamas in movies on the other hand. Wouldn't Apocalypse Now be better if Kurt said, "The llamas"? Tony Montana would shout, "Come and meet my little llama." And other lines lacking llamas. "Llama's coming for you, Barbara. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a llama, my dear. My llama will be back. I'll have a llama shaken, not stirred." So the movie starts a long, long time ago in a llamaxy far, far away, and then, well, I'm not so sure. But then, why be sure of anything? Why put 10 stars to an unwatchable movie? Why even watch other movies that will certainly fail to deliver such potent llamas? 10 out of 10.
This guy doesn't really get it either.
He just wants llamas in every classic. Scarface, Star Wars, Casablanca.
Too much of a llama guy, I think. I think there's a threshold.
A little llama will do.
This guy's seen some parts of llamas that most of us wouldn't ever dream about. Except for my fucking sleep paralysis demon.
He knows all about llamas.
Look at all these animals' penises. We're going to put it on a big board for you.
What about bananas' penises?
No, we've already talked about that.
We have.
Yeah.
But that is going to end it this week.
Wow, what a short one.
I know, right?
It's been This might be
It's
my
been-
shortest personal episode ever.
Oh, for sure.
Because I think before that it was Wicker Man, which was
2 hours
59
and
or something.
No, 2 hours and 11.
Well, after the editing. So before it was like 201 or something.
No, it was like 207.
No way.
Yeah.
207 before editing?
But we did have one that was 201 or 202 or something. But
Yeah.
this still kicking its pants. Should we riff a little bit?
We ripped. Like, it was mostly. We talked about Yu-Gi-Oh! For like 10 minutes.
In Bananas
I
Dicks.
fucked a bugle, yeah. We tried to extend it to the 2 hours, our damnedest. We just couldn't do it.
It's because the movie's only 69 minutes.
That's true. Well, even then, there wasn't too many notes to take because the in-between voice lines, there was a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
So,
Well, are we recommending this?
yeah.
Yeah, I am too.
I
It's
love
fun.
it. I really enjoy Lou!
Calm down about Louis.
Sorry. There's a llama outside the door.
You recommend it. I recommend it. Devon's recommending it.
Devon recommended it. I guarantee you Lucas would recommend it too.
Yeah, probably. So that's 3 recommends. The Llamageddon.
Yeah.
We're gonna llama get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But
Getting the fuck out of here.
next week we've got a birthday episode. We're bringing back on
Me.
Marina.
Oh, right.
Well, you can be here too. But
Should I?
for her birthday choice,
Her birthday's the 30th?
yes, she has decided to do the Florida Project, a little indie A24 film from 2017. Probably Lucas's favorite film of the last decade. One of his favorite of the century so far.
Or so he says.
I think it's delightful too. If you haven't watched it, I would recommend it. It used to be on Netflix.
It's about murder.
It's not.
It's about drugs.
Yes. There is a lot of drug use in it.
And it's barely about Florida.
No, there's a lot of Florida. Where to watch the Florida Project? It's on Hulu,
I have Hulu.
but the premium subscription.
So it's on Stars or some shit.
It's on Paramount Plus,
don't have
Sling
that.
TV, Fubo TV. We can rent it on Prime. We'll be fine.
Oh, brother, it's on Prime.
So that's where we're at.
Miladies.
Or you could just watch it with us.
I guess I could do that too, yeah.
But that is going to end it this week. Thanks for tuning in.
I need to watch Memories of Murder.
We love you.
What the fuck? That's so sad.
We love. We miss you, Lucas and Devon.
Oh! Come back safe from that big guitar solo in the sky.
Kadoosh.
Ah!
Look at that.
150.
151.
151 rum? Pineapple juice, Malibu? Make the cops come? Jerk them off.
Llamageddon. Oh!
Hey!
Oh!
Sorry, I'm texting.
Morbin here. Could you imagine if we were Morbin the whole time?
If we were morbing on camera the whole time?
Yeah.